Nowhere that I own. If the wall isn't the absolute max, can you rebuild it a second time for those extra inches? Yes, you can. Yes, I can. Yes, I likely will. Okay, everything else is looking pretty good, except for my wood supplies. Oddly short on those. Beer is not flowing enough, which is very strange. I mean, I have it in full-blown production from Edinburgh and London. And they are working as hard as they can. I mean, it might just be a case of it needs time to balance out. But every single city, except for Thorn... No, that's not true. There were other places that I have a problem with. Bremen is a big problem. And Cologne. Which makes me wonder why I marked them off as done when they are not. Bremen and Cologne. Good. Oh, when I said mark them off, if you for some reason didn't see this before, hold that thought. We of course have a spreadsheet to keep track of everything here. So what needs to be produced everywhere, how much of it, the supplies, demands, and making sure that the population is just right everywhere. Hell yeah, we're working on that too. Everywhere in yellow is done but needs checked up on in the future. Everywhere in green is done and done. They shouldn't need further checking out. Anywhere that isn't, still needs help. Rostock is done in yellow because it has very much fluctuating population, and it still does. I think that's because, if we get this thing out of our face... Yeah, it's because I told more people to work the grain farms. I would still like to kill my competition in so many places. But I will get to that once the whole situation stabilizes. Jake, you should keep track of whether or not the wall has been maxed out in size in each city. Ooh. You are right, if I do it now it'll be less pain in the future. So let's insert ourselves a column here. Why does OpenExcel just not work the way you want it to some days? Let's grab ourselves a column, let's make it super small. Let's just call it W for wall, and it's going to be, well, not filled at all first, and I guess I can just check it off as green when it's done. Anywhere that I own is going to be fine. So Kongsberg, by own I mean I founded the city, so that I know that I put the max wall at the start. Aarhus, Gotham City, Nashved, right? No, it's Nimwegen I'm thinking about for not the right one. Flensburg, Harlem, Boston, Scarborough. I know they're all good because I made them. Ching! And then there are the places that I just went to change their city. I can't be sure that London is completely fine, even though I did make it pretty big there. Might yet be able to squeeze a few inches out of it. But I know that Cologne and Bremen are fine, since I just dealt with those. So, Cologne and Bremen also good. I'm pretty sure I did Riga. There's no good reason that I would have not done Riga properly. Was there anywhere else that I did? I'm not sure. But anyway, we can get rid of you and get back to what sometimes passes as a game. Jake, placate Mecklenburg. Yeah, Mr. Mecklenburg is going to be unhappy before anything else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to placate him for money once we're done on this, and then hopefully buy myself another piece of land. Not land, tracts. Something like that. Colburn to Harlem honey once again. So for some reason the honey just isn't flowing here. You are working right? You're told to hold on to 2,000 honey. Sell down to 50. I mean... I can't imagine why I keep running out of honey here. It could be that the supply cologne guy, if he's around, might be taking too much of it. But even that I find surprising. Jake, did you solve how to make the lords happy? Yes, it was a very outside approach. Boston to Aalborg, salt also not working. So here's a problem that I set up for myself quite a while ago. Boston's salt train just stopped. Now why would it stop? We produce salt here, and we produce more than enough to meet demand, so it doesn't make much sense that the boat would stop. Well, actually it doesn't make much sense since I have so much more salt than this. In any case, 2,000 is the cap. If there's ever less than this locked amount of a trade good in a counting house, then my supply ones are going to stop. In this case, Boston to Aalborg, salt yeoman. The big problem for this is that the salt boat that goes around here, there are two of them in fact, not you, you're the mead one. There'll probably be a salt guy nearby, wherever he is. Oh, I want that. Go for it, master. Let's try and find one of our salt guys. Alright, not bacon, probably Naffle. Naffle would have stopped in by Boston, even though they produce salt, and he would have unloaded all of his salt, fine, and then he would have loaded back up. He could have come away from Boston with more salt than he arrived, because he took salt that was sitting in the warehouse here, which I more wanted the salt from Boston to Aalborg run to pick up. Now it was a good idea to include both of these guys overlapping initially, because, well, I didn't have things pretty leveled out, but since we are approaching an equilibrium here, I say approaching, we're not quite there, what I am likely to do is not admire my own handiwork here, but find... where's a good example? Well, I mean, the very same salt guy is a great example. The salt guy Naffle, what I will likely do is edit his route not to include Boston, because it produces salt. Very specifically, I produce lots of salt there. There is no risk whatsoever of Boston not having enough salt to meet demand, unless they run out of wood to actually make that salt, in which case I have a bigger problem. So I will likely go around all of these. Now I have at least 3 for every trade good, and there are 20 trade goods, so that's a lot of things to change. And remove production plants from their rounds, so that I stop having the problem where these guys stop. Now I wish they wouldn't just stop, I wish they would wait, maybe give it 10 days and then reactivate. As it stands though, I do not want to micro that, and since there is a possibility of it happening, means it's going to happen more often than I want it to. So yes, that is a problem. I will, in that case, do that, but it won't be tonight, because I'm more just wanting to sit back and watch for any leaks in this Hanseatic setup. What was that? Oh yeah, well, we do still have pirates, but yes, I'm under attack again. Doesn't show up in the log here though, so I don't know who attacked me.
I see you are helping me develop my city. Keep up the good work.
Riga should not be growing like this. It's a bit of a problem. It's ever so slightly a problem. I mean, I could employ them here, but I actually don't want more people in Riga. So I guess it's not too big of an issue, but I want my competitors' businesses to fail, so that so that we keep this pegged at this number. So yeah, that tells me I need to kill off my friends' things. That'll be the next step, actually, is killing off competitors in the cities. It won't be... well, I say it won't be easy. I can do everything but tailors. Yeah, everybody but tailors I can kill off, which is rather nice. It'll be expensive on our goods, but what you gonna do? It's a very cruel thing to do, which is why I love it. But meanwhile, we just make loads of money, which is perfect. In fact, we can even have a look at our balance sheets and go, yeah, hell yeah, we make loads of money. It happened again. By the Pomeranian Duke as well. This must be a bug. You go through everything to make the rulers completely happy. You buy all of their land, and they still attack your convoys. It's horrible. Truly horrible. Jake, you picked some flotsam, and now your fleet is inactive. Yeah, but it's the master. He has everything under control. Oh, spices as well. That's fantastico. Okay, it's been a long time since I've been off on expedition, and I seriously want these expeditions to work. Maybe I need to bring more. Maybe that's the problem. So this guy that needs pitch and tools. Why does he have these things? Pitch and tool. Ooh, tools we're actually low on. Don't tell me we're low on pitch. I never thought I'd even see the day. Harlem low on pitch? In fact, me low on pitch in general is absurd. We had so much for so long. Now Visby should be churning out unbelievable amounts of pitch, but they've slowed down on that. I think in some places I'd let up on pitch production, so I need to do a quick round of them to make sure it's coming out. Fortunately there are only 3 of them: Gotham City, Aarhus and Visby. Visby being the big one. Gotham City, pitch, not much. Gothenburg is meant to be 67 pitch actually. So why I only have 58 and yet I called you done is reprehensible. I have 58, I need 67, ergo I need 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. But that also means that you produce too much wood. Damn, that's a lot of wood. You're only meant to bring me a tiny amount, and yet I'm low on wood. That's all a concern. And then you should also be making me tools, apparently. Really? Am I reading the right place? Am I in the right place? No, I'm not. I'm in Aarhus. I thought I was in Gotham. So no, I don't need these. What a fool I was. Nonetheless, these aren't working to full capacity. I think I'll keep these ones anyway. Aarhus is meant to be 50 wood and 50 not wood. So if I bring you down to 50%, then pitch production should be okay. That wasn't enough. That was not the proper 50%. That's closer to what I need. Yeah, you look 50-50 enough there. Visby should be 100%. The problem with Visby is that they starved to death under my regime. And it looks like they're still going to starve. Oh, you do not get enough wheat out there. They have meat and they have cheese, but they desperately need more wheat. I think honestly everybody should be holding on to more than 2,000 wheat. 5,000 even. Gets them through the dark times. Even more if they actually produce something that needs it. But the only place that need extra wheat are the British, so I'll keep that in mind. Can I not copy that? I wonder if this game supports copy-paste. No, why would it do something so useful? This is actually very cumbersome to do. Because I have to hit tab, I have to use the mouse to click on it, and then I have to use number pad to hit that. And that is number wang. The reason I want people to hold on to so much grain is that it's the most dangerous thing to run out of. Good thing you can actually tab between these. Imagine if you had to click on each of them individually. Alright, Boston is my only British place that doesn't need grain for production of beer. For now at least. What order are these coming in at? Sta is Stavanger, not Ska for Scarborough. Edinburgh is going to need a ton of this stuff. London also needs a ton of this stuff. Never mind that. For some reason, enter makes screenshots on Patrician. I have checked. I have it set to one of the function buttons, and yet that's what it does. Rostock, Aalborg. I mean, Aalborg gets the grain, so it's not a big deal that they don't have too much. Still, they should have plenty as a buffer. Bear, wherever that is. Bergen and Berlin are going to be extremely tough to differentiate between. Stockholm, Malberg, Visby. Visby's fine. So that means we've done everywhere. But it also means that I missed one. Ooh. Master, once again. Finding the flotsam for me. Probably would have been Scarborough. There we go. I really need that grain to flow. But it looks like it's flowing, that stuff. It is growing here in Aalborg. It'll just take a while to get to places. Also, Stockholm is still starving. They have fish, they have meat, but they need some grain. And honestly, that's a job for the wild card. Rostock's grain is moving. Groningen's grain is kind of moving. The Falkland Tool Brigade is working, but where is that grain mover? Also, Haarlem's fish production is being shipped out, which is excellent. Oh well. In any case, wildcard. It's up to you to stop starvation. I feel like Pepsi Man here. I should just go there and drink some Pepsi in front of them. That's how it works. I could win this automatic, but... Unknown pirate. That must be my good friend set these guys up. It's easy to forget just how powerful these... Why did you fire off to your left? Oh well, you did, and that's the important thing. Yes, Duke Henry has had convoys come out and get us all, which means I'm going to crush those. Post an assignment. Oh, right, that's for satisfaction. That's good though. I'm so glad I have defenders everywhere. Saves me having to track these guys down. I have done the best I can to remove pirates from the game. If somebody knows of a way to keep them out that is not simply tying down your rank, because that isn't a good enough solution. You lose out in some of the game by keeping your rank down. Down you go. And there should be one more. Wow, it's a big one. And yet that wasn't everyone. Jake, research question for a friend. What do you call a policeman derogatively in Scotland? Please include spelling if... well, they're the pigs. There we go. That's our free carvel. Alright, I'm so happy to have loads of money, as usual. But Mr. Rostock is going to be very unhappy, and he's likely to lay siege very soon. Also, Rostock's population is still getting too high, but that's all in the interest of getting these grain farms up and running, so I don't mind it. I can always cut it down later on. Oh, what's that? Not enough Carvel? Oh, no Carvels. That's the problem. Three, 4, 5, and more. Good. Nashved would have gotten looted, actually. I should have taken all the money away when I had the chance. Alright, now Hamburg is under siege, but thankfully when he finishes Hamburg his mood should improve, and then I might be able to get some of these land routes. So I hope, at least. Rostov to Alberg, cloth. Yeah, I have kind of crushed the cloth production here, which is going to have the knock-on effect of Haarlem drowning in wool, or Aalborg drowning in wool. Although they're not. That's odd. That is strange to me. But if you have this much wool, then it means my wool picker-upper is not working hard enough. It's not Robocog. Where is it? What is it? It's probably here, wherever it is. Halberg to Aalborg, wool to shreds. 2,000. They produce... Okay, yeah, you're nowhere near big enough, my friend. I hate mixing. So I'm going to do this and then follow you. I hate mixing because the speed is at the speed is the slowest, and cogs are considerably slower than the Carvel. Dump it. Good. Now go over to Neshtved. Or I can dump these plentiful cogs, and I need to find you a Carvel. 5,000 every 10 days. 7 days might be enough, but it's going to grow bigger than that. I will probably need another Carvel. Let's try and find one. No, don't activate your route. I didn't say you could do that. Now you can, though. Get to it. And let's feed Stockholm, because they are starving. Literally. And since I don't think Stockholm has an abundance of anything, we can head back. Oh, right, he finished looting Hamburg. Thank God for that. So he must be really happy. Oh God, I missed that one. Okay, let's bump him up to 100. And let's ignore his other ones. Okay, I think I've done a problem by setting up so many of these. There we go. Now I should be able to catch him. Everything else is looking hunky-dory. There's that that flotsam that I really want, but I guess it's not a problem. Or not a too much of consideration. I want land route. Give it to me. Now, he can only offer me land route or buying lands when he's above 90% satisfaction. Watch how fast his satisfaction goes down. 95, 94... Okay, here we go. Support commercial loot. Beer, meat, and honey. I should have all of that. Hamburg to Bremen. That's utterly useless, but I'll take it anyway. Cheers. Only 10 more of them to go. Now he also offers to sell me lands. He would consider you as administrator in the region and never bother you again. Lovely, but I can't get that until I have all the land routes. Specifically, Berlin is here somewhere, and I don't have it linked up. But at least everything else is working fine, so I can just watch him. Now he's at 100% happiness, he's very unlikely to... Oh, wow! My settings worked. Thank God, if I could just get all these. And that includes Berlin. Yes, I will be so happy if this works. Berlin now exists. Berlin produces cloth. So, okay, I'm going to add you onto our little spreadsheet here then. Kitchen. Berlin, which I don't have here. Oh, snap. Well, Are you sure I don't have it here? I'm sure I put Berlin on somewhere. Production scales? Estimates? Anything? I thought I had made a list of what the inland cities produced. Guess not. No, surely I did. I am 170% sure that I had. Unless I am that much a fool. Hold that thought, I'm gonna delve into my my Patrician files here. Where would I have set you up? No, not here. I mean, there's not much of a problem in doing it again, but I had planned out what is produced where, including inland places. Well, it's no big deal to do it again, it's not a lot of work, but I want to add in the inland nodes, because I don't think they are self-sufficient enough, or self-sufficient at all. Oh well, good to know that we know of Berlin. And we can get there, and it tells me that Rostock is a good place to have as a central hub for all inland trade. Bit chunky, but hey ho. And that means they're also working on their wagon trains. I'm here for the notepad streaming. How goes the perfect Hansa? Just fine, can't wait until Rostock makes it. Oh, that's right. Speaking of Rostock, I need to buy this stuff. Still wants to sell me lands, which is very nice of him. You can see why that's very annoying, because my instant thought is, oh god, pirates. And you lose your escorts as well. Why? Why does that exist? That's the reason I am very hesitant to make the inland cities thrive. Because of that. Even if they all thrived, I would get constantly attacked, and it would just be boom, boom, boom. God damn Calypso, you lazy... No, it wasn't Calypso, let's be fair. This game was made by gaming minds, not Calypso, and that's what I want. Wine, salt, mead... Shoot, mead is an issue. Not an issue that can't be overcame, however. If I just grab the wildcard Thagnus and load up on such items. I mean, what are we short of in Rostock that he could potentially want? Pelts, maybe? Beer, maybe? But yes, mead. Where are all my pelts? Ripon is meant to be bringing all the pelts. I got about 1,000 of them there, and the population is fine. Okay, that's a problem though. There's a lot of people in Ripon, and they're doing this. What I think I will do is destroy them. Okay, that's a problem. Just how many pelts do I have to supply to this city to run you out of business? Buying them up is going to be a pain. Can I do a revolt? Yes. Will it work? Of course not. It has never worked. You can save scum that, but I abhor save scumming. I should have another place that gives me pelts though. Flensburg and Nechtved. Well, you're going for it. Wait, what? Nechtved? Oh, I think I've been hugely overproducing hemp for a while in Nechtved. Nechtved is meant to be 14 metal, 19 hemp, and 67 hunting. We have 67 hunting, 14 metal. That's a lot more than 14. What would be 14 for you then?